So what's up guys, my name is Gabriel, this is Efra, and I've talked to you guys about rifles, but today we're actually going to take a look at sidearms and take a look at the Novritch SSP1 pistol and see if it's actually worth all the hype. So like I said, this is the SSP1 by the YouTuber Novritch. It is a pre-upgraded custom pistol, and the make is designed after the high Capa build base model. So this package came with a foam-lined carry case, the pistol itself, and one gas magazine, be it green gas or CO2, which is really cool because they give you the alternative. So starting off, we're gonna go front to back, starting by the orange tip. Now this orange tip is a 12mm thread. So on the Novritch website, they have the 12 to 14mm negative thread adapter you can buy separately in order to actually pair it up with a suppressor or a flash hider. So the outer barrel on this pistol is actually aluminum, and it is fluted, which is basically a Novritch staple at this point, since he decided to have that fluted design on his sniper rifle, which was the SSG. This pistol also comes with a little tack rail on the bottom. Now this is really good if you want to add a laser, you can add a flashlight, but this is actually really useful just in case you're doing like some type of dark ops, you're doing some CQB, speeds off. Lasers are actually really useful, so it's really good to have. So the slide on this pistol is CNC machined aluminum with serrations on the side for easy grip with or without gloves, and it has adjustable front and rear white dot sights. So one of the most important things for a quick reload is the slide catch, because in order for you to actually get that round in the chamber, you need to release that slide catch. So Novritch decided to add an extended slide catch lever to this pistol. But the problem with that is that it broke on me on the first day of usage. The extended portion of it snapped off as I was shooting with the recoil of the actual weapon. Personally, I feel like if you're going to have a piece that's going to be under constant tension, recoil, you're going to be pressing it with your thumb, and it's going to be holding back a spring-guided slide, it should be made of a beefier material, or it should be at least a little bit thicker or something, because for it to just break on you on the first day of use is absolutely ridiculous on such a prestigious weapon like this one.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I believe it, for sure. So all of the hammer components and sears are made out of hardened steel to extend your pistol's lifetime. The trigger is a skeletonized trigger, and the trigger guard also has a textured front. So the grip on this pistol is a polymer grip with a sort of vented design to improve grip with or without gloves, with a functional grip safety. The ergonomics on this pistol are actually surprisingly good. It's super comfortable to hold. It is a beaver tail design, which really helps you choke up on the pistol so you can control that recoil just a little bit better. So this pistol comes with a 31 round magazine, but typically it fits around 28ish rounds because of spring tension itself. It is bottom fed, which means that you actually put the speed loader on the bottom of the magazine instead of having to load it from the top.
I've been practicing all night.
He's like all night, he's just been like ejecting the magazine. He's like, no, that was too fast.
But he drops the mag right onto a pillow, but I hear it in my room. And I'm like, dude, that mag has to weigh like 90 pounds. ¿Qué es esto?
Ahora tienes que tener cuidado because like gas mags leak in nothing. Like if you drop them even in a slightly hard surface, they're like, like it was just terrible. So this pistol is advertised to come pre-upgraded. Now you can always upgrade a pistol much further depending on what you're looking for, but it does come pretty good as is. It has an adjustable hop-up, upgraded silicone hop-up rubber, a rubber lip seal on the magazine to aid with consistency, and a polymer nozzle built to withstand the high pressure CO2 could give this pistol.
Alright guys, now we're going to do a shooting test. What we're going to do is I'm going to shoot at that box over there. It's about, what, 20, 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright, and we're going to do 5 shots, and then we're going to check in close, look at the spread. Then we're going to do 5 more. We're going to look at the spread again. And then I'm just going to empty out the whole mag and look at that spread. Alright, so here we go. The first 5 shots I'm going to do by holding the pistol with both hands. I personally feel more comfortable just using one. So we're going to try that next 5 shots, okay? Here we go.
Alright, so let's take a look at the spread size. And the spread right here is super close. It's about 1.5, 2 inches maybe at most. It is smaller than the palm of my hand at least. So that's some pretty good test results at around 30 feet distance. So now we're gonna try single-handed, as Efra said that he feels more comfortable with. So I'm just gonna flip the box around and see how we do on that aspect.
So let's see if I'm actually good at it.
All right, round 2, let's see. So we can see here, it's a little bit wider, not by too much. I would say that this is about 3.5 inches instead of 1.5, 2.5. So we can see that with 2 hands, you have a little bit more stability. But what this shows is, regardless on if you have 1 or 2 hands of usage, this pistol is supremely precise. So what we're gonna do now is just empty out the rest of the magazine. Should be about 15 more shots from what we loaded in, and see how that does. Just for kicks, we're gonna try and shoot these last 15 rounds a little bit farther and just see about how much the spread widens from there. So maybe we can try and move it up to 40 or maybe 50 and see how that goes. So just for a little bit of a baseline comparison of where we were shooting to where we're shooting now, I'm gonna stand at where we were shooting. And where we're gonna be shooting now is over here. So from there to about over there. Almost twice as long, not exactly. But now we're gonna do the last 15 rounds and see how far the spread actually widens from there.
Let's see how the spread goes. That's it.
All right, guys, so final test. Let's see how we did. I think he only missed 1 of the shots. So yeah, it basically covers the entire face of the box at this point. Box is around 10 inches, so the spread did get considerably wider. But considering that this box is about torso sized, you're still in the gold. Like, obviously compared to closer distance, dual-handed and all that. Really, this pistol has great accuracy for the amount of recoil that it has, which is great added realism, and for the distance that it's taken. So as a secondary, it is absolutely great. And even as a primary, you could get away with using this and absolutely smoke people with actual rifles.
I hit you?
So now we're gonna start on the pros and cons list, and this is where we tell you what we like about the gun, what we don't like about the gun, and then you can make your own choice on whether or not it's actually worth it. Starting by the pros, I can tell you that even though it is not the cheapest pistol out there, it does give you really good value for the money. I do feel that it is a very high performing pistol. It is built out of quality parts, except for like the side catch, but whatever. It feels very sturdy. It has good weight. The magazines have good weight. I haven't had any troubles with them feeding. I feel like it is very good quality, and for the price, which is running around $130-ish, that is a very decent price for a good high Capa pistol. Another thing, as you guys saw, this pistol is an incredibly consistent shot. With 1 hand, 2 hands, from like 50 feet away, you're still gonna get your target. That is super, super important when you have a secondary, because when you pull out the secondaries, because either your primary ran out of ammo, you're in a quick draw situation, or maybe you're running this as your actual primary, and for any of those situations, it means that it has your back no matter what.
For me, in my case, I use it as a primary, and like so far it's been doing pretty good, even from farther distances. I've been able to like hit people pretty well.
So next up in the list is the fact that even with a harsher recoil, the gas lasts for about 1.5 magazines with a 31 capacity magazine. So one really cool thing about this pistol is that it comes pre-upgraded. Now these are the things that get you the accurate shot, get you the long lifespan of the pistol, and it really gets you that extra little piece of advantage against the opponent. Having pre-upgraded internals is great, and like I said, you can still upgrade it even further, but standalone, this pistol is already a beast. Alright, so I said all the good things that can be said about this pistol. It is great, but now we're gonna talk about the cons. So in the cons list, of course, I have to say it, the slide catch. I really can't believe that it broke on the first day of use. And again, this is a piece that's gonna get a lot of stress and tension and pressure, especially when you're doing a quick reload in the middle of battle. Now, of course, this is the part where I can say it is probably just a factory defect. This is probably not how most guns are, but it did come to us this way, so this is my experience with the gun. So something I like about this pistol is that the outer barrel is fluted, like I had mentioned earlier, but one bad thing about it is that it actually has a little bit of wiggle in it, and you can just Like you can hear it, it has a little bit of twist. It's a small detail, kind of insignificant, but eventually it could develop into something worse. So I still wanted to add it to the list just in case. Now the last thing for my cons list is the fact that in order to put any type of suppressor, flash hider, or any kind of accessory on the barrel, you need to buy the barrel adapter. I do understand that maybe you need an adapter to a 14mm because it is so small. The thing is, the thread in it is not the standard thread that is in most pistols. I still think that they should have just stuck with the actual standard, and it would have been a lot easier to deal with altogether. Okay, so final thoughts on the weapon. Personally, I think it's a really good pistol. The only big problem that I have with it is the fact that the side catch broke, but aside from that, I really can't say too many negative things about it. It's very well built, it feels great, it has good accuracy, and I feel like as a sidearm, it really wouldn't let you down.
To me, that the slide catch kind of does suck, but it's not enough for me to say it's not a good gun, you know? I personally love this gun. I love how it feels, I love how comfortable it is, I love how it shoots. Like Gabriel said, like, I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I mean, that one thing about the slide catch, but that's, for me, that's not that big of a deal. It's not really enough because it still works, you know. It still holds it. If I do it, it still holds it, and it still works when I pull it down, so it should be fine.
Oh my god, look, he's finally on screen! What's on my shoulder?
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's just dirt. Ew, it's wet dirt. Alright, so that's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, as for the main question, is the SSP1 worth the hype? And honestly, I think it is. Like I said, the slide catch caught me off guard. I don't like that, but it could have just been a dud. But in general, I think that the SSP1 is a super good pistol. It's super reliable, and I feel like it could take you very, very far. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Stay sharp.